All right, let's just get into it. I think I remember last video we were gonna do a new thrower type combination type attack. Uh, I've since tried to use it. Throwers are just not that good right now. I can't make them work consistently, and so I've actually gotten back to the whole stars Dragon Rider attack is what I'm trying to say. But I've alternated it a bit, and I'm seeing if I can make that work because I've had issues with really developed bases that we are getting time issues. And so to combat that, what I've done is that instead of the rocket spear, I've taken the haste vial, and for the instead of the minion prince, since I don't have the angry jelly, it's upgrading. What I've done instead is that I have taken the king and I'm using the frosty to help tank. And so I'm gonna place the queen and the king down together, and I'm going to try and make that kind of a Sui push, and we'll see if that can, alongside the haste vial on the champion, can speed the attacks up a bit. So let's find a base and we'll go in and try this out. All right, so let's actually attack this guy here. Just no limit. Just no limit. We are gonna see if we can take down your base. I would really like to enter from the bottom side here, just so that we can ensure that we take down the monolith, because that's still the objective. We still want the monolith if at all possible. Now that we don't have the rocket spear, however, we need to be vigilant on. I'm actually going to use the ability now just to get in there much faster. I'm going to not fully utilize all of, hopefully that won't kill us. It will. Okay. So we definitely need, already now what I can see is that we definitely need to adjust in terms of the speed, because the haste vial makes it very difficult to time the, what's it called? The invisibility spells. So we're going to send the king and the queen together. Hopefully they'll get up here and we can then make them enter and take down that inferno to an extent. What I'll do to push the king in from to that side, I'll do my Dragon Rider attack now already. And hopefully the king will walk inwards here. He will. Awesome. And we will actually use the warden ability early. And as you can see, I've also opted for the rage spell. I don't believe I mentioned that. And the reason for that is, once again, because we really want to make sure that we don't time fail. And to ensure that that is not a thing that's going to happen, I'm just randomly using all the invises, getting that rage spell in and helping on taking down the defenses faster seems to be working. I'm going to invis one last time. Hopefully they can take out the inferno tower there. It looks like we're good. Queen is just taking down the bottom side. Our warden actually goes down, which is not good, and the defending warden is doing an amazing job on taking down my dragon riders. But hopefully the queen will target. Please, hello. Oh, she's just walking. I don't. Nah. Hello. Okay. Nah. There we go. Okay, got it. So yeah, a 3-star this time, and as you can see, even with me failing the RC walk, even with me losing the warden at the end of the attack, sort of by around a minute 20, I think, we are still 3-starring, but the time actually, as you can see, is a consideration. We had about 25 seconds on the clock there, which is not a lot. So yeah, I'll train up a new army and we'll do another attack. Alright, we'll attack this one. Looking back at the other attack, probably why we still managed to triple is because all 4 of the air defenses were upgrading. So, that's probably a factor we need to consider. I was kind of butchering the whole reason why. But let's see here. This time we'll take a look at the bottom side and enter from there. And I'll actually pre-invis. And hopefully, early ability. and I'll invis again, and hopefully that will make it so, yes. Okay, so there were tornado trap, and ensuring that we kind of time that, and the invis is pretty important. We'll take down the, I'll actually do like that, and hopefully she'll walk inwards. And an air defense. And maybe she'll walk to, yes she will, and we'll get the air sweeper potentially also with the aura. Queen, maybe from the bottom side. Like that. Cool. And then king. And we will funnel them in like this. Okay, that's probably decent. And then we'll enter from this side here. And I accidentally put the warden on ground. Okay, interesting. So that's a situation. We'll have to figure out how to combat that with our rage. He will probably die off rather quickly. Let's see, can we get this rooster? Not a rooster, that's something else entirely. Fire spitter is what it's called. Let's get that. Warden is actually still alive, which is kinda insane. Queen died. King is just hitting walls, but that's fine. He will get in there and clean up the middle section. We have 3 Dragon Riders left. And the balloon going down now. Maybe they can take down the Inferno. 2 Dragon Riders left. We're not really at a point where this is consistent. I might have to revert back to the whole healing spell situation, because this was definitely not due to the warden being on ground. This is just poor attack strategy. It's difficult when you're trying to manage your army by putting it. So he just went through a wall, and now he's walking around like, okay, interesting. Well, we'll exit out of this attack, and we'll see if we can modify this a bit and get a higher hit rate. Okay, so we're actually at war, and I wanted to give a spotlight to one of our clanmates. KF Nugget. He just did a giant arrow through the middle of the base from west to east side. He's going in with dragons and dragon riders, and I'd like to showcase an example of a modified army, which is what I intended to do this time. So he's recalling. So he did an initial funnel, and he recalled, and now he's going to put her down on the east side. So from west, arrow through to the east, and then putting her down on the east side, funneling there. All the dragons in, all the dragon riders, blimp and warden ability, getting down the double. It's a Yeti blimp, Yeti clone blimp, and he's probably going to get both fire spitters here, unless he's getting bamboozled by all of the ice golems and everything. Looks like he is. He might take down one. Okay, so he's taking down one. Some of those balloons and dragon riders split off to the right side. Most of them are on the left side with the king on the outside. RC in from the top here, supporting that primary section of his army, making sure that they go inwards and not outwards. This looks like a very, very good attack. King ability. Defending king is going down. It's very, very close, but it's a very nice attack. Still, RC still there. He has 1 dragon there, queen left, and it's a triple. Pretty good attack from KF. This is an example of a modified army that you can use as well. I'm going to figure out an approach where I can do a similar way of structuring these dragon riders. Maybe I can do an RC walk with a recall into a clone blimp, and in that way we can speed up the attack and not have the issues of time failing. So I'll see that if I can do that as well, and get back to you guys in the next video on how to approach it. Initially, what we saw here is a new approach on the Dragon Rider army, but obviously with less success than initially what I initially thought it would get. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.